Well, y'all, we have another one. It turns out a second Afghan national brought over in the Biden importation of 90,000 individuals from the botched withdrawal from the Afghanistan debacle. They threatened a bomb threat in Texas and said in a video that they were going to actively bomb Fort Worth, Texas. They've since been arrested. And by the way, that was one day before the Washington, D.C. assassination of the National Guard members by another Afghan national who was brought over in the same little incident. That vetting, woo! That's some good stuff, isn't it? We're going to walk through everything. Of course, you guys get that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. This is breaking as of about an hour ago. This is wild, and I'm not going to bury the lead. Let's jump right into this. You can follow me on X at Braden LOA. This is from Tricia McLaughlin. Now, the reason that that's important is Tricia McLaughlin is the Assistant Secretary Department of Homeland Security. She is actively an employee in the Department of Homeland Security. You've seen her on Fox News, you've seen her on a lot of different network shows. Just one day before the terrorist attack against our National Guard, another Afghan national who was paroled into the United States under Biden's Operation Allies Welcome was arrested for threatening to blow up a building in Fort Worth. Mohammed Dawood Al-Khazai posted a video of himself on TikTok indicating he was building a bomb with an intended target of the Fort Worth area. He was arrested on Tuesday by the Texas Department of Public Safety and FBI Joint Task Force charged with making terroristic threats. This is going well. All right, lefties, fair game. Let's play your little game. Where was the vetting? Because after all, it must be me being very, very mean to say that two different instances in the same week by the exact same people who were brought here from Afghanistan as Afghan nationals underneath the Biden administration, I'm being mean. I'm some sort of ist. I'm some sort of phobe to think that this is a bad freaking idea. You had someone who killed two National Guard members in point-blank attack with a handgun in a D.C. area, gun control city, while screaming something very, very scary. And then you also had a bomb threat in Texas. This was a good move. All right, let's keep on going. I got all of it for you right here. This happened like an hour ago. All right, here's the Fox News report, and then I have the other details. You guys need to send this stuff out because this is indicative of a bigger problem I call suicidal empathy. I'm so empathetic, I'm willing to blow myself up to prove my empathy level. All right, let's keep on going.
Well, this just in. We have a Fox News alert from Brooke Taylor. You won't believe this. DHS is confirming that an Afghan national was arrested Tuesday after posting a video of himself on TikTok indicating he was building a bomb with an intended target of the Fort Worth area. Mohammed Dawood Al-Khazai is charged at the state level with making a terroristic threat. According to DHS, listen to this. He came to the United States as part of Operation Allies Welcome. So here you have it. This happened Tuesday. Texas Department of Public Safety. This is a second Afghan national, second one this week. Operation Allies Welcome. He had a terror plot. We know it comes the same week that deranged individual, that alleged assassin, took out two of our heroic National Guard, came here on the same program, Operation Allies Welcome, a program that we were assured time and time again by Mayorkas, by Jen Psaki, by Joe Biden himself was safe and secure. But here we have a second data point in 1 week that it was not safe, it was not secure. And we've got to look very hard at this program as president.
Oh, we're going to look real hard at it, Kaylee. Thank you. All right, listen. Operation Allies Welcome, or Welcome Allies, or what we might as well just call it Operation Get 90,000 Afghan nationals in here to see what'll happen. Because this is the problem. And I'm going to be a little spicier on this one because this is literally life and death of American citizens at the hand of liberalism, virtue signal, suicidal empathy. That's what I call it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the term. But look, watch. This is a report we covered last night.
To show you, he was part of this CIA-backed elite Afghan unit. And this right now shows some details where they operated in Afghanistan, but also the vetting process. Supposedly they went through biometric screenings, in-person interviews, which is very interesting. And Lochinwall's connection here, he was assigned to this O3 unit, recruited and trained by the CIA to fight against the Taliban. Known that this group also, Rebecca, known for their brutality and called death squads. So you take that last point there that I just said, right? That they're known as these death squads, quite brutal.
So we have, okay, come here. We're going to go big screen real quick. Well, maybe we'll reach some lefty on this one. Maybe. So you brought in 90,000 Afghan nationals. 55 of them were on the terrorist watch list. 9 of them are still on the terrorist watch list. You had one on Tuesday that threatened in a video on TikTok of their own creation to build a bomb and blow up a target in Fort Worth, Texas. On Wednesday, you had one grab a gun, walk into a gun control city, and shoot 2 National Guard members at point blank range. Are you still convinced that this vetting process worked so great? And here's the thing, before I go into the other details here, I'm going to get called any name under the book that you can possibly imagine from the lefties for even daring to mention the fact that this is a problem. But if you're looking at immigration and adding to our collective melting pot of the country, which is what we used to be focused on, was the melting pot, a collection of people going towards a uniformed goal. But now, because of everyone's own truth and everyone find their own identity and all these cultural appropriation moves that are brought forward by the left, there is no longer any assimilation. So now you have these people who think America's the great freaking Satan, and they're willing to kill our National Guard members and create bombs to blow us up from inside after we bring them in from our administration. I'm sorry, that's a little stupid. I'll say it. All right, let's keep on going. God. Oh. Here's the actual article on Fox News. Everything is linked, by the way. You can see the timestamp right here, updated November 29th, 12:19 p.m. Eastern Time. That was under an hour ago. An Afghan national was arrested this week after posting a video of himself on TikTok indicating he was building a bomb with an intended target of the Fort Worth area in Texas. Al-Ghazai, this is the second guy. This is the bomb guy. Came to the United States as part of Operation Allies Welcome under the Biden administration, DHS said, the effort to resettle Afghans following the U.S. military withdrawal from the country in 2021. There he is. He's arrested on Tuesday right before this guy shot National Guard members on Wednesday. Let's keep on going to the next side here. This is the New York Post. Same thing. Afghan national from Operation Allies Welcome arrested, charged with threatening bombs. This part right here. Al-Ghazai came to the United States as part of the Operation Allies Welcome, and Lockenwall, the alleged gunman in the shooting of the 2 National Guard members this week, also arrived under the same program. So in the Biden administration, we had overt importation of a lot of people who we claimed and were promised were vetted. One has now shot 2 National Guard members, and the other has made videos building bombs and threatening to kill American civilians and buildings in Fort Worth, Texas. Please, lefties, tell me where this goes wrong and how this is Trump's fault. I can't wait to hear it. Because the suicidal empathy, I'm just done with it. I'm just done with it. I'm not going to put others' needs in front of my family. I'm not going to put other people's needs in front of my nation, my country, anything. I don't care about much other than don't kill us, don't bomb us, maybe don't come into our country because you hate us. I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe that makes me a bad person. You guys can tell me what you think in the comments below. I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. Later.